Let's talk about living through your frustration. And it's like I'm crawling out of my skin. First, point out that a lot of people with generators, they're always like advising like, oh, you need to pull through the plateau, you need to pull through the frustration, because even if your frustration is the not self, you have to wait for the next thing to respond to. Fuck that. If you're so fucking frustrated, your not self theme is literally directing you to leave the fucking shithole you're in. Because I'm so fucking pissed off. Like, I'm a fucking generator. I love to work fully in something. I just want to focus on the thing, and I just want to work. Like, and in the height of my frustration, I just fucking walked out. I just said, fuck this, I'm fucking out. And I was really trying to pull through, you know, I was really trying to not let my frustration guide me. But you know what? I was like, fuck this, because I'm a worker and I love being in my work. I just fucking walked out. I was like, I went on my lunch, and I was telling a friend, I was like, if the other teacher doesn't come back from lunch, I'm staying. If the teacher comes back, I'm fucking walking out. Like, fuck this shit. And there's literally nothing clinging me onto this place. And I was literally done today. Yesterday I was like 75% done. Today I wanted to call out. And today I was just done. I was literally just fucking done. And so I messaged them. I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back from my lunch. And there's this, and this. I haven't been supported since the 6 months I've been working here. I keep being told I will be supported, and there's no support. And I don't know how these fucking people are able to pull through the frustration, the not self, because I was thinking about it on the way home, on my walk home. I was like, the not self is literally the sign. It's literally a signal from your body to what you need to move away from. So if you keep staying at that place, your frustration will actually get you to a point. Your not self, no matter what your type is, your not self will actually get you to a point where you just fucking move and you just go, because it's just like you're literally in an environment that doesn't support you, that doesn't align with you. So it doesn't make sense to even stay at the place. It doesn't even make sense to pull through your not self theme, to wait for your strategy, to wait for something to respond to, because you know what, your not self is a thing to respond to. And it's just like, it gets to a point where I'm just like, I'm fucking done. But you need money, but that's my fucking open mind, open ashna. I told my friend, I said if she came back, I would leave, because I don't want to be in the space as someone else that's in that, being in that energy. And I have an open solar plexus, so I cannot be in that energy where if there's tension with someone else and I can feel it. And I was like, nope. You know what? This is a test, because I said I would, even if it was like not to myself, and I was just joking and texting a friend out of frustration. I was like, you know what? No, this is a test of listening to my body and listening to my intuition and listening to my own word. So I'm out, because I'm realizing the not self is literally your body signaling you that you're not in your environment, you're not around the right people, you're not doing the right work. And yeah, you can pull through and you can focus on things that you're grateful for and you're excited in the work, and you're really gonna like pretend. I was really gonna try to pull through the frustration and experiment with it, but I don't think I can. As a generator, I literally don't think I can pull through. I think our not self is literally a sign like, hey, you're not in the right, you might be doing the right work because you're ignited by the work, but you're not with the right people. You're not in the right environment. Let's go back to the frustration. The frustration will literally pull you out. It'll be like the not self frustration for me as a generator. It's like, it's not even stagnation. It's like, move, get the fuck out. Like, how do people do that? They like stay in their not self until they're able to respond, strategy, and authority. maybe your not self is actually a signal, because it's that whole thing like, in order to bring something new, you have to let go. So maybe your not self is actually a signal that you need to move the fuck out of that thing in order to bring something else in. But I also wanted to add, I was thinking about why it's so hard for me to pull through my not self plateau, and I think what it is because outside of human design, I just have a hard time not being myself. When I have to fake it to make it, I really struggle with that, and actually I have bodily reactions that are triggered by emotional stresses. So when I put too much stress on myself to perform a certain way, I get signals from just outside of human design, I will get panic attacks, I will get by emotional circumstances, like when there's too much emotional stress. And I've noticed like when I'm trying to continue something that's not aligned with me, I'll usually get these panic attacks. Why do some individuals have a harder time following through with their not self while they're waiting for their strategy? And I think it might be connected to, I have a defined G, so I think it's connected to the defined G. My sacral is actually connected to my G center. So I think if I'm not following to being authentic to myself, being my true self, and it's not aligned with me, I just have a really hard time following through, because I've noticed a pattern every time I've been frustrated, like I just quit things, and it's because I know they're not aligned with me. So authority actually connected to their G center, because from my own experiment and from knowing myself, I know I can't fake it to make it. I can't be a salesperson. When I've tried to be fake, my face gives me away. I'm not able to follow through the not self, because if it's not aligned to my authenticity, then I'm not able to follow through with it. I'm not able to complete it. And I have a 4829. So if it's something that doesn't give me joy, it doesn't fulfill my G center, it doesn't fulfill my sacral, then it's like that, yes, that's something I said yes to, I'm not going to be able to complete it. So even if I responded to this job correctly by following my strategy, I didn't follow correctly by not listening to my authority that said I had something to respond to, but it said it didn't respond at all. Is it enough to just wait to respond, or do you need that authority? And I think you do need that authority in order for human design to work. You can't just be in something that's you responded to, which I was hoping could work so that I could find something else during that time. But I think because my sacral is connected to my G center, it's not in my design, and this is my interpretation intuitively, that and what I know of myself, that people that I personally know, they've said how I am is just how I show up. Like, I don't try to fake it. I don't try to deceive people. I don't try to manipulate people. I don't try to come out a certain way. Like, how I show up is how I show up. So if like you're trying to read between the lines, there's no lines to read between, because I am just as how I am, because that's the only way I know how to be. Because if I try to be who I'm not, I get panic attacks.